From the Bronx, MLB Network. Luis Severino, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, I think he's the kind of guy you always feel confident to go out there and perform for you. He has great stuff, and beyond that, he knows how to get guys out. That's something some pitchers never really figure out, but he doesn't have that problem most of the time, and I don't expect that to be a problem here either.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
1-2 strikes to count. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. A's are gone. Mike Fiers gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone!
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
1 out, nobody on. Boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
In now, Aaron Hicks. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Fiers gets his sign. Here's the 0-1. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. The 0-2 once more. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. First offering on its way. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's 0 for 4. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Well, Yankee Stadium, of course, features a number of nods to the great history of the organization and its legendary players. But apparently, when you hit 52 home runs as a rookie, you rightfully get your own cheering section built in your name.
What a magical year 2017 was for Aaron Judge. The slogan, "All Rise," fit him perfectly. What's really cool about it was the Yankees weren't even sure he was going to make the team coming out of spring training. He emerged into the scene, was the talk of baseball going into the All-Star break. finished that off with a powerhouse into the season. One of the best young players the game in baseball has seen in a long time. All rise, Aaron Judge.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. And it's 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Here comes the first pitch.
Right fielder.
Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Behind 0-2 now. This is in the air out to left field. Gardner is there, and the inning is over. Nothing doing. Here's Miguel Andujar now, set to lead off the home half of the second. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he misses it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Back up the middle. Lowry's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Luke Voigt trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're set for the top half of the third from the Bronx. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. Makes the play. 1 away. So striding in, Chad Pinder. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Stepping in, Jonathan Lucroy. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ballgame. Bullet back up the middle. Hicks is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Coming to the plate now, Gleyber Torres. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Number 25.
And now a pitch on the way. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Taken in by Simeon. And there's 1 away. Digging in now for the Yankees, Adeiny Echeverria, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit to short. Simeon's there. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Digging in, number 22, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that. They've yet to figure.
Jed Lowry now. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Here's Chris.
How about it? Designated hitter, Chris Davis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Matt Olson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Ready for another shot now, Stephen Piscotty. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. In now, Miguel Andujar.
Leading off for the Yankees.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Miguel Andujar.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Up next for the Yankees. Catcher.
Striding into the box, Gary Sanchez. It was a walk in his last trip.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, Dero, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Under it is the center fielder. 1 away. So digging in now, Luke Voigt. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Stepping into the box, Adeiny Echeverria. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And the 2-out threat. Stepping into the box, Marcus Semien.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this lead.
Number 55. 3. Sonny Gray.
So the lineup flips over and digging in.
Leading off for the Athletics, center fielder, number 22.
Zach Britton comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Britton's ready. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 coming. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Here comes the first pitch. Bouncer up the middle. Torres scoops it up. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. He's set. Here it comes. Way out in front. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, not great. He's 1 for 8. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry, as that evens the count at 1-1. 2-1. Chapman stands at first with 1 out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Last strike now for Oakland. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he strikes him out to end it here, as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. A 2-0 finish today. New York jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Luis Severino earns the victory. Daytime baseball. Here's Daniel Murphy now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Grounded to short. Played on the backhand. And that's the first out. Now to the plate, Javier Baez. In there, 0-1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Baez will head for second. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Blackman. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the. John Lester is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. His past history against John Lester, he's got a 3-for-7 line. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I know they love what Ian Desmond brings to this offense. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
DJ LeMahieu comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. One and 2 to DJ LeMahieu.
Play ball.
Here's Nolan Arenado. His past history against John Lester, he's gone 2 for 8. He also has 1 home run. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0.
2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out base hit means Carlos Gonzalez gets a chance to bat.
Right fielder, Carlos.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
As a hitter,
Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. And a high strike there, 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
At the plate, Wilson Contreras. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In there, no balls and a strike. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Here's Jay.
Right fielder, Jason Taylor.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl.
Left fielder.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Standing in, Ian Desmond will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Shoots this one over to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some of the natural splendor of Denver. And
leading off for the Cubs, center fielder, number 5.
leading off the inning, Chris Iannetta, and they'll need him to get something going here. Grounded, and this is off the second base bag. Baez ranging to his right, and they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
John Gray.
The pitcher, John Gray, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Now a ball lined softly here toward the right side. Foul. Swinging a ball lined softly down the line in right. Foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Striding in, Charlie Blackmon. He's a dangerous hitter indeed as the reigning batting champion in the National League. Lester sets. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Takes a knee-high fastball. Iannetta, base runner at first with one out. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. The second for one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the belt, kicks and deals. Slapped hard the opposite way. Hayward is there, and he'll make the catch. Here's Javi.
Leading out for the Cubs.
Ball 4. First base.
Javier Ryan.
Digging in to try it again. Nolan Arenado, 1 for 1 after a single this first time up.
Nolan Arenado.
Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out.
The right fielder, number 5.
So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the second deck and gone.
Well, I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. This will ricochet off of him on the mound. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. Ready for another chance? David Dahl, 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch, and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
The 1-0 delivery. Runner goes for second. Popped him up. Bryant in foul ground, and this will land foul. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in safely. Story leads off first with 1 away. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Ready on 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Standing in, he and Desmond. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set and the pitch. Runners on the move for second. Ooh, he saws him off with that one, but foul. In the dirt here. Lester's 2-0 home. Count remains at 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Ground ball right side. Murphy's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the. Here's Jason Hayward now.
Leading off for the Cubs, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Digging in now, Trevor Story earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's one down now.
Now batting, left fielder, David Dahl.
Digging in once again, David Dahl. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Ian Desmond. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Strike called, 2-1. Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Full count now, 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as.
Giving for Chicago, number 13.
Steve Cishek takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. First pitch on its way. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Cishek has made a name for himself as a very effective reliever in his career, but he really doesn't fit the bill as a prototypical bullpen arm. So many guys bringing huge strikeout numbers these days. He isn't one of them.
No, he's not, Matty V, but what he does do, he does a great job of missing barrels of the bats. He changes speeds, moves the ball in, out, up, and down. Not overpowering, but he knows how to pitch.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Now batting, pitcher, Ryan Shaw.
Ryan McMahon will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Ryan McMahon.
In there for strike one, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Baez fields it cleanly. On to first, and the Rockies are now down to their final out of the game. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Charlie Blackmon. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. This is skied into short left center. Baez is there. Makes the catch.